हाल तो बुरा हो रहा है बिकॉज गर्मी बहुत है. सलाम नमस्ते एंड वेलकम बैक टू टेक चाय विद द वन एंड ओनली सीईओ एंड फाउंडर ऑफ स्ट्रैटेजिज्म इंक डॉक्टर सैम, जो खुद काली काली आंखें और इतने अच्छे बाल लेके आए हैं हमारी स्टूडियो पे. यू लुकिंग लाइक अ मिलियन बक्स लाइक यू ऑलवेज डू. डॉक्टर सैम, हाउ आर यू डूइंग दिस आफ्टरनून?
I am doing great. By the way, the Kali Kali Aankhein or Gore Gore Gal is focused towards you than me, and it's being sung by a guy. So, आप इसका जो है
पर आज
context.
आजकल तो जेंडर बेंडर चलता है ना डॉक्टर सैम. आई मीन गर्ल्स कैन ऑल्सो सेरेनेट गाइज, so which I think is, by the way, I think that's a fun topic to start the show on today, because I'm seeing increasingly that even though historically guys are known to be chivalrous and serenading women and all of that, courting women, आजकल मैं देख रही हूँ guys थोड़ा ठंडा ढीला पड़ रहे हैं. women are doing more. तो मुझे कभी कभी लगता है everything if women do then men क्या करेंगे?
अब ये तो होगा ही, जब आप मी 2 मी 3 मी 4 लगा दोगे तो बेचारे क्या करेंगे? इस कैलिफोर्निया में the guys have lost that teeth and they are not the lion anymore.
I see. Cool. But आज के लिए हमारे जो टेकी ऑफ द वीक है जो आपने चुना है, वो जरूर लायन या लायनिश है. लेकिन उससे पहले मैं फिर से मेरे लिसनर्स को याद दिला दूं जो पहली बार डायल इन कर रहे हैं. यू लिसनिंग टू टेक चाय विद वन एंड ओनली डॉक्टर सैम. वी एयर on Tuesdays at 3:30 p.m. and he is the CEO Strategism Inc. के CEO and founder है, thought leader है, global thought leader है. I would like to I like to think of Dr. Sam as that. And his company Strategism, उसकी जो contact details है, आप किसी भी वक्त you can go and look it up. The website is www.strategisminc.com. If you want to email and ask them about their courses and training, the email address is training@strategisminc.com and the phone number to dial is 408-372-7275. ये रही Strategism के details जो कि state of the art courses and training provide करते हैं in DevOps, Cloud, Security, AI, AWS, and the entire works, basically enabling you to get back into the workforce if you've had a pause of any kind. So that is what Dr. Sam is all about. So Dr. Sam, without further ado, do you actually want to reveal the techie of the week?
The techie of the week is Jeff Bezos, the CEO and founder of Amazon.
Techie of the week. Spotlight. Awesome. So the spotlight today is on Jeff Bezos. He is the leader of Amazon. अभी आपने बोला कि guys in California have lost their teeth. लेकिन this guy clearly hasn't. But tell me more. Tell our listeners more, Dr. Sam. Why did you choose Jeff Bezos as the techie of the week?
Absolutely, but the guy himself has lost his teeth, and his love for his beloved Sanchez, and he married her in Italy, and a big yacht and big party. So he's also into gori gori aankhein and gore gore gal and kali kali aankhein. But techie of the week, why? Because long-term vision. When there was no internet, he thought about investing in the internet. So continuous, relentless innovation, non-stop, obsessive focus on the customer, because the customer is the king, and if you build the right stuff, just forget everything else. That's what I believe makes him the techie of the week, and that's what makes him stand apart.
Awesome. That is great. So, Dr. Sam, we often talk about the greats in the tech industry, the modern greats more specifically. But greatness तो कोई भी claim कर सकता है, right? लेकिन what do you think are the metrics here? Like, why is Jeff Bezos considered one of the greatest, and why is Amazon considered one of the modern greats?
I mean, look at it as a visionary. He's thinking of the future, right? So Amazon is a leading company, but even then he invested in Blue Origin, which is the future of the space, and he's fighting neck to neck with Elon Musk and Richard Branson, the Virgin Atlantic guy from UK. So diversification, and also media, Washington Post. So you see, he's not only built a sixth largest company in the world, he's the fourth richest guy in the world after Elon Musk, Larry Page, and Mark Zuckerberg. And Amazon has a market cap of $2.5 trillion. The stock price today $230, and he owns 8.5% of the company, making him worth about $250 billion.
Awesome. मैं एक बार मेरे listeners को याद दिला दूं that at any time you can call our studio live number if you have questions for Dr. Sam. But we will also soon be running a quiz जिसे आप अगर सही तरीके से आंसर कर पाए तो you can actually win a gift card, और वो भी Amazon gift card on Tech Chai with Dr. Sam.
Calling Dr. Sam.
हाँ जी, तो number to dial the live studio number is 510-770-1550. Once again, it's 510-770-1550. And the question, Dr. Sam, that we have for today is, of course, Jeff Bezos now runs, such a huge company. But एक ज़माने में वो भी teenager थे, जब उनको भी पैसे की ज़रूरत थी, तो उन्होंने एक food chain जो कि बहुत ही popular है in America, वहाँ पे काम किया था for obvious reasons like fast money and all of that. I want my listeners to tell us the name of that food company, and it is of course one of the most popular food joints. In fact, I would say the most popular food joint, known for cheap food, fast food. Vegetarian options बिल्कुल नहीं है, that's a big hint. लेकिन यहाँ पे उन्होंने काम किया था, और थोड़ा और hint दे देती हूँ. The food chain starts with the letter M. So I'm really looking forward to getting this easy answer from our listeners. Once again, the number to dial is 510-770-1550, and if you answer कि Jeff Bezos, जो कि हमारे techie of the week है, CEO of Amazon है, when he was a teenager, which food chain, which one of America's largest food chain में उन्होंने काम किया था? So please जल्दी phone उठाइए और हमें जवाब दीजिए. But Dr. Sam, coming back to our discussion on Jeff Bezos, of course, thank you so much for outlining what makes him great and what makes Amazon great. But eventually, at the end of the day, it's an online store. I know they were ahead of their time, or they were, they had the first mover advantage. But at the end of the day, they are an online store, just like any other. So why do you think it's unique? And once again, why do you think it's great?
Yeah, so the online store is what they started off with, right? Because that was his dream, that right now only 1% people use online store in the 90s, but in the future it will be everything. So that's what he could visualize, and that was his vision. And today, fast forward 2024, it's not just an online store company anymore, Amazon. As you can see, I talked about the fact that they are into Blue Origin and Washington Post, but within the company itself, $650 billion revenue is spread over and fully diversified to de-risk the company across 5-6 business segments. The majority of the revenue comes, of course, 40% from the online stores, about 250 billion, but the people who are marketing and selling their product, millions of them. So those third-party sellers, the services the Amazon provides to them gets 25% on top of that. 150 billion comes from there, and then the cloud happens, and Amazon became the leader much before Microsoft or Google jumped on it, and they had 70-80% of the market share. And today, AWS is about $100 billion, the third largest revenue stream, and then which brings 15% of the revenue. Advertising, another 50 billion, 10% of the revenue. Prime subscription, right? So if you're a member of Prime, you can get faster delivery, so many benefits. 50 billion comes from there. And now physical stores, the Whole Foods and all that other stuff, 20 billion. So it's a fully diversified company across 6 verticals within the company itself, apart from Jeff Bezos, who's into Washington Post and Blue Origin.
So, do you think this is a common strategy, a common tactic for CEOs and leaders to reduce risk, to de-risk from investing in one particular product? Can you go a little bit more into details about that?
Yeah, I mean, as a businessman, I have always diversified myself into things, So I started my life in being an oil man, working in Indian Oil in India, and then got into doing a PhD from Golden Gate, San Francisco, and then became a professor, write books, and then run the company on the training also. Companies go into training and consulting and digital pieces. So the more diversified you are, the risk you are hit by the market. Right now, many companies that I had with me 17 years ago, they all closed down, 90% of them. So business is very risky, and that's why a lot of people in our community struggle because they are always dependent on one job, and if that goes away, then they are completely lost. So diversification is a strategy. And Roshni, for example, you are a director at Salesforce, but you do this radio. I mean, I don't know how much is it of it is business and passion, but monetization of this, and then maybe monetizing movies. So the 3-4 revenue streams will always keep you confident and make you stronger.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I couldn't agree with you more. And diversification, apart from, of course, the financial benefits, like you rightly pointed out, it has so many other benefits. Like you said, it keeps you confident, it keeps you on the move, it keeps your brain cells working. And also, the things that you learn from different businesses, they kind of play off each other. And there's a synergy in terms of, what skills you acquire from these diverse fields and then apply them. So I think that diversification is, of course, very, very, very important. So thank you for that. मैं फिर से अपने listeners को याद दिला दूं that we have asked a question, a quiz question in Tech Chai, which if you correctly answer, you actually get a gift card.
$50 Amazon gift card, and everybody who calls.
$50 Amazon gift card.
If you have 5 callers, all 5 get it.
Yeah, of course. Dr. Sal is the most generous dildar person I know. So please don't hesitate. The number to dial is 510-770-1550. Our techie of the week is Jeff Bezos. We are asking the question, which America's multinational fast food chain did Jeff Bezos work as a teenager and work in as a teenager? And once again, I want to give you a little hint. The name of this fast food chain starts with the letter M. It also has a certain half of a cartoon character in its name. I think I've given enough hints. It's the second largest by number of locations in the world. I'm looking for the name of that fast food chain. And coming back to our conversation, Dr. Sam, you spoke at length about the businesses, the products that Jeff Bezos led and hedged his bet on. But what about people? Because people kind of are one of the most critical pieces of making a business successful. So how do you think Jeff manages his team?
Yeah, see, Amazon is one of the largest employers in America, and they have 1.5 million people working. And Amazon has been able to reinvent itself many times. They continuously innovate, and the CEO runs the company. The verticals are all run by professional managers, and he has this 1 hour principle. For example, you focus, and when you start your day, so try to build yourself. Get away from the main context, which is the business. Learn something. Read a newspaper or kind of upgrade yourself, so that if that mindset you have and you then get into the business, you will always have higher contribution and higher productivity and effectiveness throughout the day. So when he was building AWS, which is the backbone of the internet, he and the teams came out with Prime, and they got AI into the logistics and commerce. Amazon uses AI for recommendations, inventory management, drone delivery, warehouse robotics. All this came from the teams that he has created, and they're actually called as two pizza team. So the thing is that, hey, you can't have a big team. You have to have a small team, and big enough so that you can have 2 pizzas during the lunch. And this is a very concept popular in Agile, 2 pizza teams, which means 5-10 people can sit together and work.
Awesome. I think with that, Dr. Sam, we actually might just have a caller online. Hi, can you hear me? Hello, caller, can you hear me?
Yeah, hi.
Hi, how are you doing this
I'm good.
afternoon?
Good
Okay,
afternoon.
good afternoon. Yeah, you're on Tech Chai, you're on air. Do you have the answer for us?
Yeah, I believe it's McDonald's.
It is McDonald's. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Yes, that was indeed where Jeff Bezos worked as a teenager. And congratulations, you win a $50 gift card. And may I have your number to give you the details of the prize later?
Yeah, you want me?
कैसी उदासी तेरे चेहरे पे छाई, क्या बात है जो तेरी आंख भर आई। कैसी उदासी तेरे चेहरे पे छाई, क्या बात है जो तेरी आंख भर आई। देखो तो क्या नजारे हैं, तुम्हारी तरह प्यारे हैं। हंसो न मेरे लिए तुम, सभी तो ये तुम्हारे हैं। ओ जाने जा हमारी चाहतों का मिट ना सकेगा फसाना, हमारी चाहतों का मिट ना सकेगा फसाना। वादा रहा होंगे जुदा न हम, चाहे न चाहे ज़माना, हमारी चाहतों का मिट ना सकेगा फसाना, हमारी चाहतों का मिट ना सकेगा।
Hi, do we have a caller on the line? Hello? Hi. Hi, am I speaking with someone?
Yes,
Hi, what's your name?
Piyush.
Hi, Piyush. You're on Tech Chai on air. Do you have an answer for us?
Yes, McDonald's.
Yeah, that is correct. Jeff Bezos, CEO of Amazon, did indeed work for Amazon when he was a teenager. That is awesome. I will put you off air right now, Piyush, and get your number so that we can communicate the price details with you.
इंतजार करते हैं, तेरी उम्मीद तेरा इंतजार करते हैं। तेरी उम्मीद तेरा इंतजार करते हैं, तेरी उम्मीद तेरा इंतजार करते हैं। ऐ सनम हम तो सिर्फ तुमसे प्यार करते हैं, ऐ सनम हम तो सिर्फ तुमसे प्यार करते हैं।
जाने मन हम भी तुम पे जानिसार करते हैं, जाने मन हम
Hi, Piyush, are you still there?
पे जानिसार करते हैं। ऐ सनम हम तो सिर्फ तुमसे प्यार करते हैं, ऐ सनम हम तो सिर्फ तुम
Salam Namaste. Those were the two winners of today, Ravi and Piyush, who won $50 gift card each. So, Dr. Sam, how are you feeling? You have two winners on the show today. Both answered accurately that Jeff Bezos indeed worked in McDonald's as a teenager.
That is absolutely fantastic. You know, flipping burgers, he started his life. So a lot of people who say, oh, I have no opportunities, I have no direction. You know, you can build the fourth largest company in the world even if you are flipping burgers. So don't get demoted, be excited, keep learning, be positive, and keep building yourself every day.
Awesome, awesome. So, as you know, Dr. Sam, I mean, this is a difficult time in industry in the world, not just in America. So there's so many challenges right now globally. Of course, there's AI, there's the post-pandemic model that people are still kind of getting used to. How do you think Amazon handles all of that?
I mean, see, as a company, when Amazon faced the challenge, how do you handle global competition or global environment? I think a lot came from the risk-taking attitude of the CEO, Jeff Bezos, and quick decision-making and data-driven decision-making, and getting into AI. And in AI, they made significant billions of dollars of investments, building models and cloud computing and infrastructure, and bought this company, Anthropic, Cloud AI that we all see, into generative AI, and they built Bedrock and many other technologies that really help them fight the global challenge.
Awesome. So, what do you think are the primary principles that drive Amazon core values in businesses? Do you think they are a principle-oriented company?
Yeah, I mean, the top focus, which should be the focus for any company, and a lot of us come from India, so we know Mahatma Gandhi used to say this: customer, we are in business because of the customer. And Jeff Bezos says he's obsessed with the customer. So if you listen to the customer and solve his problem, you will get money. That's not an issue. So a passion for invention, continuously reinventing themselves and creating these 6 products that we talked about. And then building an operational excellence. You can be a very big strategy guy, but execution is the key. So that's where, long-term thinking, most people think quarters. He thinks like decades. So thinking into the future and futuristic vision is what really created these 4 principles of the core concepts of Amazon.
Awesome. That is amazing. So let us come to the point, Dr. Sam. I mean, I understand the big stuff, right? And you've done a wonderful job outlining, what are the steps Jeff Bezos took strategically. But what can our listeners really, learn and benefit from the Amazon story?
I would say start learning on the Amazon platform if you're not already doing it. And if you're a techie, you're already there. But if you're not a non-techie and you want to get into technology, or you've been on the testing side or development side, now you want to be in the cloud side or AI side or security side, design side. So get the certifications and build your profile on the Amazon platform, because it is one of the top 4 companies in the world.
Awesome. And what are the specific things they can do to get a job at Amazon, or maybe the Amazon ecosystem, because the ecosystem is like really huge? And how can Dr. Sam and Strategism help them? I mean, if you can combine all of that into your answer, that would be awesome.
Yeah, so think about it like AWS Cloud. That is, they were the pioneers in the cloud business, and it is highly in demand right now because everything is based out of cloud. So whether you talk about computing or databases or AI ML tools, all are in the cloud. So learning the AWS cloud services, the certain tools that you can think of is SageMaker, Bedrock, Recognition, Comprehend. These are some of the tools on the AI ML side on the AWS that our listeners can learn and get certified on them and build their fantastic future going forward.
Awesome. So is that all, or are there other kind of tools and platforms that are certifications that they can invest their time and energy in?
Yeah, I mean, AWS Cloud is I would say, these most dominant, but they can also build on the data engineering side, and there are some tools like Redshift or Glue or Athena, and then DevOps. That's the major challenge right now that could be learned, or cloud security on the AWS platform. So you could be a solution architect, AI/ML specialty if you have. It's very easy to get a job with these certifications today.
Awesome. And any other parting thoughts, Dr. Sam, that you would like to leave our listeners with today?
I mean, parting thoughts. I don't want to go away. I want to sit here till the whole evening and keep talking.
Oh.
But ऐसा लग रहा है कि आप मुझे भगाना चाह रहे हो, but that's okay.
बिल्कुल भी नहीं। मैं तो चाहती हूँ कि आप बोलते रहे, मैं सुनती रहूँ, because you're so inspirational in more ways than one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. So I was just trying to be funny and find a fun statement. But the thing is, as a company and as myself, I'm a mentor and a coach and a trainer. So we can help people get certified on the AWS platform or data side or DevOps side or security side, and help them with their resumes. Our trainers and experts along with me can mock them, interview them, and see if they are talking well. Their resume should look good and they should talk well. And then sending resumes out to about 17,000 relationships we have built in the business for last 15-20 years, and interviewing them and helping them get a job, and trying to build their profile and their existing portfolio into a better developed and better evolved resume and a person.
Awesome. मैं अपनी सेकंड कॉलर को, जो सेकंड विनर थे, पीयूष को याद दिलाना चाहती हूँ कि somehow we dropped his line. So if you can send in your phone number to RJ Rosh, that's RJ space Rosh on Facebook, just go and send me a private message and Dr. Sam will take it from there. So once again, Piyush, if you're listening, I don't see your line blinking anymore, but if you could please just send your phone number or email address or whatever you prefer via a direct message to me, that's RJ space Rosh, RJ ROSH on Facebook, then we can communicate the winning details and the prize details and your $50 gift card to you. So Dr. Sam, once again, I want to tell my listeners that the number to dial and inquire about Strategism is 408-372-7275. The email address is training@strategisminc.com and the website is www.strategisminc.com as well. लेकिन Dr. Sam, मैं आपको एक question ज़रूर चाहती हूँ कि I want to ask you very very quickly. In your mind, which is the greatest success story that Strategism has had? Like your students, people you've mentored, anyone
That is a
stands
very
out?
fantastic question, awesome question. I hope one of my students is listening, and his name is, he's a very senior guy, so I don't know how much of it should be public or not, but I met him on the Badsha show last weekend, and Kamal, and he was my PMP student 2014, and now fast forward 12 years, he's a very senior director, senior VP in a leading company. I think these guys don't talk much publicly, so I don't know how much to say or not to say. But he was the latest example I remember who's done very well, extremely well in his professional career. And we kind of met and hugged each other and said, wow, seeing you on a Badsha show.
And if there was one trait that Kamal had that you would want your future students to inculcate, what would that be?
That would be, actually, he was very diligent. He worked towards his PMP. He didn't have a job at that time, and he was very focused and didn't give up and kept working on it, kept improving. Some of the traits that Jeff Bezos has, right? Continuous innovation, continuous learning, meticulous execution, not giving up, not becoming negative, increasing your network, talking to people, and being out there.
Awesome. And that note of perseverance and not giving up, we are wrapping up today's show. Thank you so much, Dr. Sam. It's always a pleasure speaking with you. We will see you once again and speak to our listeners on Tech Chai next Tuesday at 3:30 p.m. Till then, stay tuned to Radio Zindagi 1550 AM.
Jiye Ja.